So the importance of good management is we have to create an organizational culture that values good operations, not focused only on development and new products that go out to the customer or customer-facing sites. If we only focus on that, we neglect the internal operations, and we will have an adverse effect at some point on the value to the customer or to the customer-facing sites. So the key to managing is the same as any management job. You set the standards and you manage accordingly. We regularly monitor the performance and we respond to the problems. We hire good managers. Now that means a person who is skilled at focusing on day to day. Hiring someone who has, who understands the strategic vision of the company, who understands how everything fits together across multiple industries, but doesn't know how to look at reports on a daily basis and infer what is going on. These are different skill sets. And it's not inconceivable that you have different types of management in different areas. And so you need to understand who is the right person for this type of job. Someone who is detailed, someone who is very disciplined, and someone who basically follows the book. They create a book and then they follow it, but is not afraid to go outside the book when is necessary. And they manage by fact. They basically determine what they are given is what is being told to them, and they use only the facts to determine their decisions. There's really no guesswork in operations. If there's guesswork in operations, there's probably another problem going on. And it's good that the person who's running this understands that and can work with someone else. Every stakeholder in the organization must also be a part of the metrics effort. They have to be engaged in understanding what these various levels are, because once they're in agreement, if they stay below, then everybody is on the same page that things are running the way we've said they were going to run. And if they go above, also everybody is aware of that this is not an acceptable level. So some of the top 10 trends in infrastructure, this comes from Gartner, consumerization and the tablet. And consumerization is all about providing the applications to the consumer the way they want it. It's a customization, personalization. But the tablet also, you're providing a mobile type of application because we're giving it to the consumer and they're using it whenever they want. The infinite data center, that you can have servers and storage in perpetuity, that there is no limit to what you can have. Most of this deals with outsourcing or things in the cloud. Resource management, being able to handle the various resources, both of human skill set as well as servers, networks, and other resources that are in an IT infrastructure. Mobility in the personal cloud. Again, mobility deals with the tablet, but it deals with the phone as well. And the personal cloud, which deals with individuals having applications in the cloud that they work with and store their data on. Hybrid clouds is basically where you have your own data center and you have items that are in the cloud. Fabric data centers, IT complexity, storage and big data, end of your service, help desk, all of these things are part of what infrastructure folks are focused on. Other issues facing operations, privacy. It's a big one. We want to make sure that only those people who are authorized to see the data do see the data. That we deal with a talent shortage. There is a shortage of skilled IT operations folks, people who understand the technology and can maintain it. And IT managers must be aware of that. More operations managers are managing outward. They're being proactive partners with third-party sourcers. So this will deal with outsourcing for web hosting, or even for headhunting for IT talents, or managing, say, an SAP implementation. And operations are being simplified. We're centralizing things. No longer do you have a company that has 4 or 5 data centers separated by function. They may have 2 or 3 data centers, but they're centralized within a single infrastructure unit. So that ends the first module, module 8.1. We'll see you for 8.2.